Something has been happening in your life, something you haven't been able to explain, something your heart keeps feeling even when your mind tries to ignore it. You've been trying to move on. You've been trying to forget. You've been trying to convince yourself that you're fine, but you're not. There is a heaviness you can't name. There is a silence that feels louder than noise. There is a memory that keeps returning when the world goes quiet. And you've wondered, why did Allah take them away? You thought that person was the one. You saw a future. You held a hope. You prayed with sincerity. And then it ended. Not suddenly, not instantly, but slowly, painfully, quietly. Like something sacred slipping through your fingers. Listen to me. If they were meant to stay, they would still be here. So why were they removed? You may think it was rejection. You may think it was betrayal. You may think it was your mistake. You may think it was your failure. But what if I told you it was none of those? What if I told you that the separation was not loss, but direction? What if I told you that your heartbreak was not the closing of your story, but the opening of the chapter that will define your entire life? You feel it, don't you? The shift, the pause, the emptiness, the waiting. Your heart is in a doorway, not behind your past, and not fully inside your future. You are in between. And the question you've been asking is not, why did they leave? The real question is, what is Allah preparing me for? Because He is preparing you. He is preparing your heart. He is preparing your future. He is preparing your destiny. He is preparing your love. He is preparing your healing. He is preparing your rise. You did not come to this video by accident. You didn't click this by chance. You were brought here because something in your soul is shifting, because your heart is being rewritten, because your story is not over. It is just beginning. Stay. Don't rush this. Your heart has been waiting a very long time to hear what comes next. They reflected your heart, not your forever. My dear brothers and sisters, there are moments in life when a person enters your world so gently, almost like a breeze that you did not expect. You did not invite it, you did not plan it, and you were not prepared for how deeply it would touch your heart. They didn't come crashing into your life. They came quietly, softly, naturally. The way morning light enters the room without asking, and in their presence something awakened inside you. You began to feel again. You began to hope again. You began to believe again. Their words didn't just reach your ears, they reached your heart. Their presence didn't just fill your time, it filled your emptiness. And you thought, maybe this is the person I was waiting for. But understand something very gentle. Not every person who touches your heart was sent to stay. Some are sent by Allah to reveal your heart to you. Because somewhere along the journey, your heart became tired. You stopped noticing its beauty. You stopped appreciating how deeply you are capable of loving. You stopped recognizing the softness Allah placed in your soul. So Allah sent someone not to build a life with, but to hold up a mirror and say, look, this is who you are when you love. Through them you saw your gentleness, your patience, your forgiveness, your sincerity, your ability to care, your loyalty, your softness, your depth, your ability to give without measure. All of this was always inside you, but life had made you forget. Perhaps heartbreak had hardened you. Perhaps disappointment had closed you. Perhaps betrayal had silenced your feelings. Perhaps loss had dimmed your light. So Allah sent someone to awaken what pain had put to sleep. You didn't fall in love with them. You fell in love with the version of you that appeared when they were near. You loved the way your soul opened. You loved the way your heart softened. You loved the way your chest finally felt warm again. You loved the person you became in that connection. This is why the attachment felt so powerful. It wasn't just love, it was self-discovery. But here is the truth. Many hearts struggle to accept. Just because someone reflects your beauty does not mean they are your home. The mirror is not the destination. It is just the reflection. When you look into a mirror, you don't cling to the mirror. You don't hold it tight and refuse to let go. You simply realize what you look like. In the same way, this person came to reveal you to yourself. But we as human beings often mistake the reflection for the source. We think, this person made me kind. This person made me love again. This person healed me. This person saved me. No, my dear friend, Allah healed you. Allah softened you. Allah awakened you. The person was only the mirror. The goodness you saw was your own soul. The love you gave was your own heart. The purity you felt was your own sincerity. They did not create this in you. They simply reflected it. And now that they are gone, you feel lost, confused, empty, afraid, as if something was taken from you. But hear this gently, you did not lose anything, because what you found was yourself. The qualities are still there. The love is still there. The softness is still there. The sincerity is still there. The mirror left, but the light it revealed is still shining inside you. This was not a story of loss. It was a story of remembrance. You remembered who you are. You remembered how your heart feels when it loves purely. You remembered what your soul feels like when it is open. You remembered what your inner world can be when Allah softens it. You were not learning them. You were learning yourself. You were not returning to them. You were returning to your heart. And perhaps returning to your heart was the first step back to Allah. My dear brothers and sisters, when the mirror leaves, your heart reacts. It hurts. Of course it hurts. It's not easy when something that felt so real, so warm, so meaningful, suddenly becomes a memory. You may ask yourself, if Allah sent them to awaken my heart, then why didn't He allow them to stay? Because, my dear friend, once the mirror has shown you your reflection, its purpose is complete. If it stayed longer than needed, you would begin to depend on the mirror. Instead of depending on Allah, you would start believing, I need them to feel love. I need them to feel whole. I need them to feel seen. I need them to feel alive. And Allah loves you too much to let your heart become attached to something temporary when He is preparing something eternal for you. So the mirror left, not to break you, not to punish you, not to crush your spirit, but to return your heart back to its rightful owner. You see, the heart is a delicate creation. It was designed to lean, to attach, to feel, to love deeply. But the heart is also forgetful. It forgets that only Allah can hold it safely. It forgets that only Allah can fill it fully. It forgets that only Allah is permanent. So Allah gently removes what you were holding on to. So you may remember, no heart is safe unless it rests with Allah. You may sit alone today and wonder, why did Allah take away the one who made my heart feel alive? But the truth is, your heart was not made to feel alive because of another person. Your heart was made to feel alive because of Allah. That person simply helped you see your heart waking up. But the life inside your heart came from Allah. The peace you felt came from Allah. The healing you experienced came from Allah. The warmth in your chest came from Allah. They were just the moment. Allah was always the source. And if they had stayed too long, you would have credited them for what only Allah can do. So Allah said, إِذَا أَنَّسْنَ عَجُلَيْهِ مِنْ كَانَ أَرَّجُ بِاللَّهِ وَسَلَّمْ يَعَلَامًا. This chapter was beautiful. It served you. It awakened you. And now, my beloved servant, it is time to release it. Because your heart was never meant to worship the reflection. It was meant to recognize the reflection and return to the one who gave it light. My dear friend, you have not been abandoned. You have been redirected. You have not been left empty. You have been cleared. There is a difference. An empty heart is a heart without meaning. A cleared heart is a heart being prepared for something greater. Look at yourself gently now. The love you gave wasn't a mistake. The softness wasn't weakness. The loyalty wasn't wasted. The sincerity wasn't foolish. These were signs of who you truly are. This connection didn't break you. It introduced you to your own depth. You now know how deeply you can feel. You now know how much you can give. You now know the capacity of your heart. You needed to know this before Allah sends the one who is written to stay. So take a breath, my dear heart. Slow down. Place your hand on your chest for a moment. Feel the quiet beat. This heart is not broken. It is awake. It is alive. It is open. It is learning. It is transforming. It is remembering its Lord. The mirror did not injure you. The mirror revealed you. And now Allah is gently taking your heart back into His hands so He can shape it perfectly for what and for who is coming. This is not the end. This is not even loss. This is preparation. If they were meant to stay, they would stay. My dear brothers and sisters, there comes a time in life where your heart becomes attached to someone so deeply, so sincerely, so purely, that you begin to imagine a future with them. You picture conversations that have not yet happened. You picture moments that have not yet come. You picture a life that was never guaranteed. And your heart, being soft and human, begins to hope. You think, maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the person I will walk with for the rest of my journey. Maybe Allah sent them to be my forever. You see, love makes us dream. Love makes us build worlds in silence. Love makes us believe in possibilities we never believed before. But my dear friend, just because your heart holds someone dearly does not mean they were written to stay. Not every beautiful connection is meant to lead to destiny. Not every deep bond is meant to last a lifetime. Not every person you love is meant to walk to the end of your story with you. Sometimes Allah allows a person to enter your life, to awaken you, to soften you, to teach you, to prepare you, but not to stay. And it hurts. It hurts in a way you cannot explain in words. It hurts in a way that stays quiet in the chest. It hurts because you didn't just lose a person, you lost a future that you imagined, a dream you nurtured, a story you were ready to write. But listen gently, if they were meant to stay, nothing, not distance, not time, not circumstance, nothing could have removed them. The heart that is written for you is tied to your destiny by the one who controls hearts. And the heart that is not written for you could sit beside you every day and still never truly be yours. Allah is the turner of hearts. Allah is the writer of